So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Knocks it out wide. Diaz. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Incoming delivery, and that has been cleared. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Takes aim, and a header! Goal! Uruguay! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Edmilson. And Robertson. Bruno Fernandes. Xavi Alonso. And it's Valverde. And here's Núñez. It's a really well-measured ball. Shot could be on. And claimed it back swiftly. Arrascaeta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal are behind here despite their domination of possession. Count going face-to-face with his great rival. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Howson is always looking to break lines.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kaut. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Timber. Kaut. In by Kaut.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
De Arrascaeta. Bentancur. That's a sharp pass. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think...
De Arrascaeta! Oh, it rattles the bar! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber was in no mood for any of that. Oliveira. For Valverde. Searching pass he's played there. Xavi Alonso. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Diaz. Diaz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Araujo makes the interception. Diaz charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pelistri. And here's the chance to counter.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Timber. And it's Kaut. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Nunez. Valverde. Shot a goal! Now and he's following up! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. De Arrascaeta at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Uruguay are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pelistri. Now, can they get him away? Robertson. Edmilson. To Bruno Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Quality ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving forward, wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Valverde. Played out to the left flank. Played in. Uruguay have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And it's been taken short. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, strongly challenged there. This is a promising build-up. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. More and more pressure on the ball here. De Ligt. Howson. And Diaz. That is good progress on the left. Real chance! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Araujo. Jimenez. And it's Oliveira. De Arrascaeta. Now it's Darwin. Spread it left. Now Oliveira. And it's Valverde. Nunez.
Nunez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Edmilson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Luis Suarez. Arsenal have a free kick. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Substitution in progress.
He'll fancy himself from here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Luis Suarez!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Bruno Fernandes. Now he's got space here. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 22.
They've played it short. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Taking place.
So, what can they come up with here? So, who's he going to be aiming for here? And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Robertson. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And he's forced to go back. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jimenez. De la Cruz. Salazar. Arsenal making further changes here, and in quick succession. Messi coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision making.
Jack Count. Coming on the field is
Salazar.
number 23, Messi.
Goes looking wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. Bernardo Silva. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's an imaginative pass. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. While that was a frustrating game, they were at times cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And now to all members of the crowd.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Special birthday.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown. He leaps for it! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's a sharp pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicked it back promptly. It's gone out for a throw-in. Khan reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game, and when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Played into space. Diaz. He was under real pressure there. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Diaz.
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Diaz. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Suarez. Oh, nice touch. Diaz is fouled. That was travelling. Sanchez is there and he can pick it up. Suarez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Howson wins the duel this time. It's not an especially good pass, that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lerma. Munoz. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Suarez. Knocks it out wide. Robertson scooting forward. And he's gone backward here. Deftly away. And here's Raul. Munoz. He shifted it to the flank. And Diaz. Suarez. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he get it through? And this is Luis Suarez. Lerma. Rijkaard. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Suarez. Now this could be a chance. Raul plays it in. Sanchez with the clearance. Oh, he's having a go! Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Xavi Alonso goes short. And the shot! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Diaz. Diaz.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Hammers with the short one. So it's going to be another corner. Lovely feet. Backward it goes. Done delicately. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Robertson clears without hesitation. Cross needs to be good. Quality ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Could move up a gear here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's James Rodriguez. Munoz. Now he's got space here. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So the action resumes.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now it's Diaz. Opts to play it back. Bruno Fernandes! And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Xavi Alonso. And it's Timber. Oh, super find. Roll! And here's Diaz. Munoz does really well to win the ball there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a lovely pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Arsenal are still that goal to the good. And it's James Rodriguez. Tries to cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 10. Entrará al campo. Número 20.
Now it's Diaz. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hangs in a cross.
Colombia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's been cut out. Well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's going wide left. Knocks it into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Colombia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cross from Rob. Terrific effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 25.
Colombia have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Número
Mojica. Diaz. Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Oh, delightful ball. Raul. And that is masterful defending.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Sanchez calmly anticipates. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Diaz. Lovely chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 19. Se va a realizar un cambio.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Colombia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to...
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Khan claims it without any fuss. Some good work on the right flank here. Mojica. The message is clear, none shall pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Diaz. He is through here. Oh, well played. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Arsenal honestly could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal. But with the control they had, they were never really under threat of losing this, Peter.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
De un niño con mochila verde, se le solicita amablemente.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The national anthem of Uruguay rings out. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So it's down to business here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Kaut. Kaut going face to face with his great rival. And he was quick to react. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good effort! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So, a breakthrough already. Robertson. Now it's Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Xabi Alonso goes short. He's having a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, some astute defending there. Ambitious ball here. Oliveira. De Arrascaeta. For Valverde. And it's Bentancur. And it's made its way to him. Space for him to turn and look. Timber attempts a clearance.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great ball, Nunez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nice bit of trickery. Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! Goal! Arsenal are level. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's found space here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Deftly away. Timber. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bentancur. That's De Arrascaeta. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And the through ball. Jimenez calmly anticipates. Araujo. Valverde. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through.
Oh, great feat that.
Now it's De Arrascaeta. In towards the back stick. That'll be a corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the shot! Straight at the keeper.
Valverde really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Xavi Alonso does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Diaz. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Xavi Alonso with the short one. And it's Robertson. He's having a hit! Deftly away.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Luis Suarez. Muslera breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Araujo, and it's Bentancur. It's Bentancur. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. And it's claimed by the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Well timed, excellent interception. Pelistri. Looking for the run. An instinctive delivery. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Good read, needed to be. Out for a throw. Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
De Arrascaeta delivers the ball, and it's hoisted clear. Played it again. He leaps for it. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Nunez certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pelistri, De Arrascaeta, who does have an assist to his name. Valverde goes looking wide. Lovely feet. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Diaz, and he's got away from... Tries a shot! Araujo clears it away.
Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played into space. Tries to get it clear. Xavi Alonso looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Ball's gone out of play. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Arrascaeta going forward. That ball looks a good one. He's on it. There's the shot! Luis Suarez, renowned for his long-range shooting. Knocks it into space. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Robertson, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has been cleared. Looking to play him in. Bentancur tries a cross. Xavi Alonso looking for options for movement. Oh, super ball!
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
17. Luis Diaz. Coming on the field. Number 20.
Bentancur.
Bernardo Silva.
Valverde.
10.
And that has been slung wide. Arsenal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Xavi Alonso. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great finish. Can he finish? Ball is over the line. Bernardo Silva. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled, and that's gone loose.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Bernardo Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Decent chance! The whistle's gone and the game is over. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Xavi Alonso claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Hello attendees.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
A nearby member of staff.